do you assess the start of this game and I guess your team's ability to flip a switch after the first 6 or 7?
Well, I think if you just look at the chances we gave up early in the game, it's awareness mistakes, like young players just not reading it quick enough and not getting quite in the right spot. Like we're there in good spots on both of them, and then we don't finish the job, So the first one, Covey doesn't come deep enough to protect the slot, and this pass surprises him, like he's not aware that the guy's behind him. I felt like we could have broke that pass up, no problem. It's in the back of our net. With Shilly on the second one. I thought we played hard, Third one, Sam falls. They take off on the odd man rush. He kind of Tynan runs into him because he falls in the lane. It's sort of bad luck. And then the fourth goal, Mance gets caught stepping up on a pinch, and they shoot it off the post, and then it goes right to their guy. There's 2 grade A scoring chances right there. I think if you take those 4 plays out of it, we defended hard and defended well against a really talented team that can be, I don't want to say they're an opportunistic team, but they're a super dangerous team if you give them those type of chances. Like, you have to try and make them earn it harder than that. So, but overall, I thought we were engaged in the game. We played pretty hard, played pretty well. We definitely had a better second than first, and third was pretty good again, creating chances and opportunities to score, but it just didn't come easy for us tonight on the offensive side of it either.
What are your initial thoughts on Kakanen's performance tonight?
I thought he did a good job. Again, a little bit like Gorgie the other night. It was, you look at those 4 goals. I think, he'd probably want the first one back. It's a great shot, right in the slot, one-timer, well-placed. The other 3, he's got no chance, So it is what it is. And then he was good. He made a lot of nice saves, and I don't think outside of those chances they were super dangerous. But he did a nice job. I can't fault him for any of those goals.
What were your thoughts on that Steinberg 5-minute major there?
It leaves his feet, so you leave your feet. It's definitely a penalty. I don't know what constitutes the 5 on it, unless he does catch him in the head. Then it's, if you're leaving your feet and you catch him in the head, which is likely what happened. I couldn't see because the video screen I got, it was Steiny leaving his feet and making contact. So, yeah. But the thing I like about Steiny, I'd rather him not leave his feet there and finish that check, but he played hard. He finished checks. He went into people. He was involved again, just like he's been the whole time he's been here, and he's been a responsible defensive guy. So I'd rather have to dial him back a little bit on a play like that every once in a while than have to crank him up.
You guys had a fine line between being physical like you need to and hurting the club?
Yeah. Oh, it always is. Yeah. You got to be disciplined, but yeah. So, that's it's the first mistake he's made in a long time. So it is what it is. It's not, I'll live with that mistake.
You guys had those 2 power plays late in the second period where a lot of puck movement, a lot of cycling, not a lot of shots, but I guess, was that more of just not taking advantage of those opportunities, or did Tampa just not really give you much to work?
Well, I think we had some good chances in there. I know we had definitely had at least 2 in the slot that got through, and one that, at least one other one where we found the slot where they just get a last-second deflection on. I think it was on Ivan coming downhill right in a good spot. I thought the power play was dangerous tonight. That you have to, just the way they kill, you got to be a little bit patient with it, but I thought they did a nice job keeping it, loose puck recoveries, checking the puck back, keeping it in the zone for zone time to catch a tired group, and then eventually, get a couple really good looks at the net. So with the last little bit of execution, we took a little bit too long to shoot a couple times that they got sticks on, but they did a nice job. I think they went 1 for 4, and we could have had a couple more in there. The PK did a nice job too, and that's what we're going to need. We're going to need the goaltending. We're going to need the special teams to win the battle, and then we got to make sure that we're checking and not making some of those mistakes like we did tonight. But we played with a conscience, and we were committed on the defensive side of it. We had a couple turnovers early in the game that led to odd man rushes, and like I think one Sam toe picked and it went off his stick, and they're a really good transition team. If you give it to their D when they're looking up ice, they'll pick you apart. Like they'll get it by you and get going on the rush, and again they don't need a bunch of those chances to make you look bad.
You mentioned
you
this
were-
morning that there might be a update on Arturi Lehkonen.
Yeah, we're aiming for Tuesday against Seattle. I think it's Tuesday. Tuesday against Seattle. Yeah.
Anything along to then?
No, nothing yet. He's ramping up though. He's starting to take controlled contact, and so he's still a little sore, but he'll be getting close to. I don't have a well, that's going to be day by day. You'll probably find out the day he's playing.
Megan, you have a question?
It was Lehkonen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ivan had his second goal of
Yeah.
his career tonight. What are your thoughts on his contribution to the team so far?
I thought he was great tonight again. Yeah, I think he's a like when you're talking about bright spots besides some of the ones that you would expect. He's definitely one of them. I think he looks and plays. He's still learning the game a little bit and just how hard and competitive and physical I think you have to be in order to have success there. But he started using his skating a little bit more. He's a great skater, really strong skater, and it looks like he's kind of got the governor on at times. So we're trying to push him to use that to his advantage, and he's starting to do that. But he plays the game in such a responsible fashion. He's good on both sides of the puck. He looks more and more like a seasoned pro every day. He's a bright spot for me. He's done a great job through the course of 10. I haven't seen today's analytics of suppressing scoring chances against in the time he has on ice. He's up there with if not the top of the league right now. So he's doing that and still finding a way to chip in, playing power play as well, and he's done a nice job, in that bumper spot, just supporting the puck, making plays in and out of there. He's got dangerous at times. He's been really good. Yeah.
Last one?
Okay.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.